Can you hear me good? I don't know. I turned my shit down.
They should be able to hear you fine. I mean, the mic is pinning on the meter, so... Yeah, they hear you.
So what's going on?
Not much, man. Just, like I said, testing out my new shit and hoping people like it.
Hey, it's working out good so far, man.
Huh?
It's working out good so far.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I say huh a lot, guys. You know I'm mostly deaf, so that's why I don't talk a lot on the phone. So, but what are you up to, man?
Nothing, Spark. 4-day weekend, man. Just being lazy, Spark, and lurking everybody's live cast over the last couple of days.
That's sweet. You got anything planned that we should look forward to? I know a lot of people have been waiting to see you do some kind of audit.
Yeah, man, like plans, and nothing's really ever planned. It's all usually just as it happens. There's a couple places I want to get to, but the hours I work, it's just hard to get out there.
Wow.
But I'm trying to, though.
Yeah, I know. It's funny because your audits were some of the first ones I ever saw, man. When you got, I don't remember where it was. You were leaning next to a chain link fence, and they had just taken your gun from you, and you were cursing the hell out of them.
Oh yeah, that was actually right in my neighborhood, a couple blocks from my house, man. Right on the south side by Kingsville Middle School. Yeah, Park City. Yeah, I remember that one.
Mexican Padilla is saying he wants you to go hit a military base.
See, like, I've been debating that a lot, man. I wouldn't mind doing a military base with some folks, but I've got a real deep admiration and love for the military. I come from a military family, so I just kind of the way cop apologists would give cops a little bit of extra leeway with how they react to individuals. I kind of have the same bias towards the military. I know it's unfounded, and a lot of people will think that it's stupid, and, to each his own, but I got a deep admiration and respect for the servicemen, so I'm having to cross some moral lines if I was to do that, so I'm debating that factor right now. But I thought about it a lot. I thought about going up to Fort Sam and just seeing how they treat me.
Lady Bird says she likes how you curse really casually. But,
it's fluent, man. Like I tell everyone, all the cops always say, you talk to your mom like that, and I tell them, well, I do, man, because cussing, it just naturally happens. I don't sit here and plan on saying fucks and bitches. As I talk, shit just comes out.
Right. Yeah, I'm the same way, man, unless I'm around my mom, because, like, when I'm around my mom, I turn into the younger me, and I don't curse a lot.
There's a few that, my grandmothers. When I'm around my grandmothers, man, it's like I'm 13 again, and I don't act a certain way.
Yeah, now, my question for you is, when you're getting ready and you decide to do a Second Amendment audit, how do you keep your calm? I've watched every one of your videos, and it's like, it seems like a lot of people would panic in those situations, and you somehow manage to stay calm. How do you do it?
I don't even know, because inside, man, I'm panicking. I mean, hardcore, even just preparing. If I decide, like, I'm sitting at home and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go do something. I get in the car, or someone picks me up and we say, do it. I mean, I'm sweating the whole time. I'm panicky. I'm debating it in my mind. I'm running through all the scenarios that could happen from my end and the cops' end. Like, dude, I'm sweating bullets the whole time. I may seem like I've got it under control, but just like the officers, man, I'm one move away from making a bad mistake. I mean, it's real scary and real intimidating, but that I kind of attribute that to having to have been through, so many situations in my life where I've had to keep calm in high pressure and negative situations. It's just kind of like it's just kind of a second nature now. But I mean, it's like I said, I panic even before I get out there, just preparing my gun, giving it its once over and its check just to make sure everything's all right. As I'm doing that, I'm already panicking and sweating and heart racing at 200, 300 beats a minute. Like, it's intimidating. It just takes life experiences to know how to handle a situation like that. Like, there's no training that can prepare you for that. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. It is a form of training when you get used to it, but it just takes having been through those experiences to grow that nerve.
Right. Well, you definitely mastered it, man. Welcome, Glenbo.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I'm telling, like I said, man, you were one of the reasons why I got into this in the first place a long time ago, and I don't know, I just kept thinking to myself, I would like to try one of those, but at the same time, I don't know if I would be able to keep my cool as easily as you can. I mean, up here, there is none.
I feel like I lose my cool.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Like, I mean, with the cuts, like, I feel like that's me losing my cool, but, I mean, with the 2-8, I reckon, if you're going to do it, excuse me, fuck. If you're going to do it, you got to be aware of all the consequences, positive or negative, that can come. I mean, I don't do nothing in life without being prepared for most of the consequences that can come of it. Like, even spur of the moment. Because when I was in my younger years, I spent a little time, not too surprisingly, in different facilities. And when I was in there, man, they like to shove it down all the kids' throats. Okay, if you're in Texas, you know what the Texas Youth Commission is. In these facilities, they like to shovel down these kids' throats that it's not their fault. They are the way they are. It's, your parents were divorced, or your dad beat your mom, or your mom was a crack addict, or something like that. That's why you are the way you are. So I had to train my way of thinking opposite of that while I was in there, just to tell myself that it is my fault while I'm in this facility. It's not that my parents are divorced. It's the fact that I chose to take the leniency my mom gave me after the divorce and run wild with it. Hang out with the bad kids, steal cars, smoke weed, drink alcohol. Like, these are decisions I made. They're not because of what happened prior to this. So it's a lot of responsibility taken. You have to be aware of what you're getting yourself into beforehand. Just, for the Second Amendment. Like, I knew when I put that gun over my shoulder and I walked outside, that there's a good chance either A citizen could not understand what's going on and attempt to exercise his right to defend himself in his neighborhood, or even the trigger-happy cop that doesn't like the way I look could have that. So if you're not, I don't want to die, but if you don't acknowledge this as a possibility, then you're not ready to do that.
Right. Yeah, see, where I grew up, and, I got into a lot of trouble. I mean, I've always been honest about it. I've got a record, and so I've learned to keep my cool around cops just in general. But man, the thought of actually carrying a weapon, even if I had a CCW, because in New York State there is no open carry. I mean, if you try to open carry, they're gonna take you down real quick. But even people with a CCW, they still get messed around with here real bad. I got friends that they've got their permits, and they still get a real hard time from the cops. Even, they spend an hour on the side of the road when they get pulled over, just because the cop wants to run them through every database in the book. And I have no patience. So, but...
And that's kind of the reason why a lot of people ask why I have a disdain for cops. So that's one of them, man, because when I was younger, and I even see it happening to my son now, when he was in school before I pulled him out. These people, man, we entrust them to protect us and take oaths to protect our rights. Back when they were peace officers, man, we entrusted that if they saw me or my son, they protect the rights we had. Nowadays, it's completely opposite. They know they are violating somebody's rights. They know it's against the Constitution, but they give no fuck to continue it anyway.
Right.
If you're knowingly violating my rights, but I'm paying you to uphold the rights you're violating, And then the schools, the we're the final say so in everything. So everything needs to be obedient to us. It's not the other way around. But the schools preach and the youth facilities and CPS and all these people that have our kids and indoctrinate our kids, they teach them civil obedience. Which shouldn't happen. You know, they need to be obedient to us, not to them. I could care less if a cop feels his safety is at risk. You know, you took this job. You know, like I said, my admiration to the military, they took their job and are over there fighting and get shot at. They're not coming back crying, oh my God, I joined the service and they sent me to war. I never thought that would happen. Well, Jesus, that's probably, you know, the majority of the people that enlisted those to you. So you know it's going to happen. If you're a cop, you know you're going to be put in dangerous situations. You know you're going to be put in deadly situations. Don't come at me for pity. Don't look at me to oh my God, this job is so dangerous. We need to have a little respect and have a little admiration for our officers. But, you know, they took that job. You know?
Yeah.
They made that choice.
Lady Bird has a good question here. She asks, how would you feel or would you worry if your son started doing the audits that you do?
Oh, wow. I'm worried about that because he's young. He's probably 19 in a month or so, just over a month. I wouldn't be upset, but I'd be worried because he's got an attitude like me and his mama, and we're both 0 to 10. We're on our sleeves, so I would just be worried because if he did it right now, I don't think he's as knowledgeable as he should be if he was to go out and do it. But I think if he did a little bit more research and everything, I wouldn't mind. I don't know if I would like him to do a second without me. I feel like if he was to do a second, I'd want to be there. Me or somebody I trust. I just, not that I don't trust him, but therefore I don't trust officers, and I know how he's going to come at them the way I do. So it's a parental fear that's coming in. Like, I wouldn't mind, but it would scare the shit out of me, honestly.
Yeah, my oldest is 17, and the thought of her going out there, man, it's with the knowledge. That's why I did that interview video with her, just to show that our children are not being taught what they should be taught. You know, our children are not being told that the police work for us, not the other way around.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, and that's what I tell my son too. Like, they haven't studied the Constitution in who knows how many years. Because my daughter graduated, and in her whole 4 years, not once seen a class on the Constitution. And they're even slowly eliminating, like here in Texas, there used to be a course when I was in school that you had to pass. That was Texas history. You had Texas history, U.S. government. That's the way those three went. You had to go through Texas history before you could go to U.S. history. And that's not even a class here in Texas. That's slowly being diminished. So they're slowly, little by little, taking away the things that you need to know and replacing them with what you want to know. And I told my son, all school is, it's just, it's training to get your body used to putting in 8 hours a day of work. Monday through Friday, 8 hours a day, be on time or you'll be in trouble, things of that nature. Because here in Texas, your attendance accounts for a part of your grade. You will not graduate if you do not meet attendance requirements. You can pass all your classes, but if you're short on your attendance hours, you'll have to go to some school to make those up. That's ridiculous to me. Like, if I'm smart enough to get through my classes and make my grades early, I shouldn't have to be here. I should be able to proceed with my life.
Yep. Man, it's crazy, man. You know, everybody's agreeing, too, in the channel, you know. Everybody's saying that, yeah, you're right. It's not, oh, man, I'm so frustrated with this, I can't even put it into words. The thought of my daughter...
I haven't lived it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
And for us to have kids in the schools, we live it, and everyone with kids in the schools, we have to live this aggravation constantly. Like, my son was in middle school, got into a fist fight. Like, I don't condone that, but... Excuse me, got into a fist fight. I didn't find out, sorry, a day and a half later through my cousin. She called and told me, yeah, I got a call from the school right now. Jay and my little cousin, I don't want to, I don't know if they want their names out there, but my little cousin, Jay and his cousin got into a fight, yada, yesterday. And I asked my son, like, what happened? He goes, yeah, well, yesterday we got into a fight. School pulled me to the office, just like they did in high school. questioned me, searched me, and yada yada. So I called the school real quick and told them, I go, look, y'all look at me, first of all, you're not in your fucking life touch my son, search my son, or ask my son any questions about me being present. I didn't really get the idea that you have this fucking right. I go, he's a minor, and you will not treat him like an adult without a parent. She tells me, well, in Texas, when the school has the right to act as a guardian whenever a situation like that arises. And I told him, I'm going to fuck what you think the school has the right to do. I go, but it's not going to happen. I go, if I'll find out this happening again, I'm going to be down there and we're going to have real problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not playing this shit. You're not going to think you have the right to do what you feel, because in that same breath, if my son is skipping school, like if he's leaving class in the middle of the day at lunchtime, under their supervision, under their custody, under their guidance, I'm still the one that has to go to court for it. They're asking me, why is my son not in school? Well, bitch, I left them with you 4 hours ago. You tell me why my son is not in school. You know what I'm saying? You answer me these questions. I don't have to answer these to you.
Right.
You know? Why don't you come with this shit? Why aren't you in court?
Yep.
So it's a double standard, man. It's just that they said, I can go, you can pick a subject and I can rant on for hours, man. So I don't want to just hold y'all up, but.
Yeah, well, you know, everybody is enjoying your answers. I mean, you're absolutely right about every point you just made. It's not, our children are just not being educated properly, and that's why I want to do these videos. I want people to step up, start teaching their children what's right, and record it, share it with the world, let the world see what's really going on. It's just like it's a form of auditing, really. I mean, we're auditing our children. We're making sure that our children know what they're allowed to do, what they're not allowed to do, all that. And I think that's something really important.
Oh, without a doubt. And my ex, bless her heart, she didn't like it because she thought my son was already having like the problems at the school that he was bucking authority only because of what I was doing. It kind of gave him that feeling that it was all right to do. And I would always trust him. When he would get in trouble, if you get in trouble, boy, make sure you're in the right. I go, because I need to know I can go to bat for you. If you fucked up, I'm going to make you eat that consequence. But if you're in the right and they did you wrong, just know that hell or high water, I'm going to walk for you to make sure that they don't do it again. So I was trusting him that if he had to ask, I wasn't always going to be there to scoop him out of trouble. If he made a mistake that he was completely in the wrong for, I'm going to make him face that consequence. He's not going to come to me and I'm not going to go to the school and get him out of that. I'm going to fight at the school and make him face his consequences. But the school on the same hand isn't going to think that I'm one of these blind parents that is always going to side with the authority because authority is always right. That's not true. Authority is not always right. There's a lot of times authority oversteps its boundaries and oversteps its place and needs to be put back in place. So, my wife, like I said, she thought that was the reason why he acted out, and I'm sure it was, but it wasn't for lack of teaching. It was just because he's a kid, he's a child. They have to make mistakes and learn as they grow.
Yep, you're right. It's just, man, a lot of action. I mean, I hope you guys are really listening to this. He's making a lot of very excellent points. It's Southside Slakr, Joshua. I mean, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna cut it out of the video and I'm gonna release this as its own video because you really covered a lot of very important parts on this. And, I really appreciate you taking the time to call in and give these information. I mean, the only thing I have to ask really is Tay wants to know why you don't love her.
Oh, I love, come on, Tay knows I do. I'm shy. Y'all may think I'm this outspoken personality, but I'm real super shy and timid, man, in real life. That's what, like, the personality I see as Southside Slakr, it's me, don't get me wrong, it's 100% the way I am, but for the most part, I'm an introvert, man. I like to chill, relax. I don't like to be the center of attention in a crowd. I get anxiety, even when I'm in the chat room, man, like, I see everything, and I'm always lurking, and I'm chilling, man. I try to say hi to everyone that says what's up, but like I said, I don't know, it's that bipolar, man, it gets to me.
Yeah, well, the one thing I do notice, and it's the one thing I definitely appreciate about you, is you know, even though you've been, you've been successful as far as the YouTube world is concerned with your videos. You know, you're more of a, I don't know how to put it into words without sounding corny, but you're kind of like a pop star in the auditing world, and
Oh, wow.
you know, you still take the time to talk to everybody. You still answer everybody's questions. You know, you never act like you're too good to talk to any of us. And I've always
Oh,
appreciated
God,
that.
no. Sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off, so please go ahead. Oh, God, no.
No, I was just saying, you know, I mean, they're all, everybody's agreeing. They say they love you. They thank you for fighting for our rights. And Lady Bird said you're a big teddy bear. So,
I swear to God, I am. Yeah, she's right. I feel, honest to God, man, I don't see it. I appreciate when all y'all, like, tell me stuff like that, man, but I don't know, I guess I don't try to look at it like that. I feel like y'all are taking time out of y'all's life, whether y'all are watching it, commenting, asking questions. Like, time is the most important thing there is in the world, you know. So for y'all to take time out of y'all's life, the most irreplaceable item we have, you know, whether it's just a little bit to spend with me, and I can never thank y'all enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, time is the most precious thing we have, you know, besides life itself. So, I mean, y'all are taking something valuable to y'all and dedicating it to me. So, yeah, man, y'all mean the world to me, whether it's negative or positive. Like, and answering questions, I try to. I feel like I don't put myself out there enough for y'all to be able to do that. So the few times I do, like that, I'll rant like this. I feel like I should put myself out there a little more for y'all to be able to do this, answer questions, give it an insight to me and how I think and what goes on in my world.
well, we all understand. I mean, you know, like you said, you know that it's a risk every time you go out there, and you know you do have a life. You have a job. You have children. You know, we all get it. You know, so don't think you're not putting yourself out there enough. I mean, what you've done already has been groundbreaking, and you set the tone for what the Second Amendment world needs to be. You know, it needs to be very vocal. It needs to be very firm, and you've shown that people can stand up for their rights and face these people. They're not cops. They're people. They're just people wearing a shiny badge that we pay for them to wear. You know, we don't need to be afraid of them, and you've shown that. So, you know, all I can say is thank you. I mean, I got no other way to say it other than to say thank you.
Again, thank you.
So.
It's mutual.
All right, well.
Y'all, there'd be no me.
All right, well, I appreciate you calling in, man. You know, thanks for taking the time out to talk to all of us.
Hey, no problem, man. I wasn't doing nothing anyways, but like I said, lurking in the chat.
All right, well, hey, at least you're lurking in my chat. So, all right, man, I'll talk with you later.
Yes, sir. You have a good one.
Bye. All right, everybody, there you go. That was Southside Slakr.